Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and we are playing Vintage Story today. This is episode 28 of my second ever playthrough of the game, and I've got my first one linked down in the description if you want to check out my very first experience with the Vintage Story. Also, the play link for this one is down there too, so if you need to get caught up with some episodes. But we are currently standing out here on the edge of our island. Between episodes, I decided to just jump in the raft and do a little sailing. I stuck real close to the shore here. Really, my goal was to kind of look for some brown coal because I knew there were a few outcroppings. Also happened to come across a decent amount of lead out here too, but I am standing on what might be the most important discovery over here. We have a salt dome right here. So this is halite rock, and when it drops into halite stone, which can then be ground into salt, great for preserving food or hides. So this is pretty cool stuff. I've never actually found salt in my first playthrough. Like I said, this is my second one, so this is new to me. And I happen to notice there's a bit of sylvite in here too. So if we look at this stuff, it grinds into powder, sylvite powder, which is then used for potash. Yeah, great for plants, permanently increases farmland max. I don't know, maybe it has other uses too, I don't know. But yeah, let's try and dig some of this out here together. Got plenty of room. I doused my torches like a dummy, but I've had a few rock cave-ins deal some damage to me, so we want to be careful. I don't think this alone will do it, but yeah. As we start to knock this stuff out, we're going to see increased instability. And of course, if I take another rock slide hit, it'll probably be the death of me. But, oh, we got a butterfly up there. Yeah, there's also a bit of a cave up top that I actually marked on my map because I'd like to return to it once I actually have some lit torches and maybe a bit more health and food in me. But anyway, like I said, let's see if we can dig some of this halite. I don't need a whole bunch. Yeah, instability is only at 16.7%. I'm getting more and more experience with it, and I can say that's not terrible. That's next to no instability, essentially. So I think we can probably just dig out a little shelf here without much threat to our bodies. Yeah. All right, let's knock that out, get that ladder back. How much is that? 21? A bit more, maybe. And you know what? There's actually another salt dome, too. I marked it on the way here, but I failed to save it. Sometimes I'll go to set up a note, and I'll do it. I'll even write it out, but then instead of hitting save, I just do escape. And I failed to save it. I've done that several times. But so I might go, well, we're definitely going to head back home. Just because my food is getting low, and you can see the health is so low, it might actually kill me if I just hang out and don't get something to eat. So let's switch over to our primitive raft, jump into third person. Gonna leave the ladders there. We'll be coming back for sure. I think we'll probably be using salt for cooking, and who knows what else. There's a little bit of that brown coal up there. Yeah. What is that? Oh, is that a bear? No, that's a moose. Yeah, there's a moose. Wow. Well, that's kind of wild. I don't know. I've looked them up before, and they don't tame. You can't breed them. You can't tame them. And, they won't eat from a trough or anything like that. So it's essentially they just populate the world by spawning. Yeah, so there's some animals that it's just, there's not much reason to try and get them, so we'll leave that unless we needed some food or whatever. But after hunting a couple of moose, I can say you're better off just going for a bunch of boars, they are a little bit less deadly. And speaking of deadly, this is where one of my rock slides happened here. This is the one that almost killed me, but there's still plenty of brown coal in that there area. All right. We've got, yeah, you can see my little walkway up top there. And let's see, we're just turning the corner. We've got our little boat area here, and we should be home in no time. Oh, yeah, there it is. Our latest build. We can see the trees have started to sprout up top there. Bit of an experiment for sure, for sure. It's just the whole thing. It's an experimental build. Not to mention I've got 4 trees planted on the top, and I have no idea how that's going to turn out, but we'll see. I can always chop them down if I don't like them, but yeah, this is one of the things I really want to focus on getting finished, because I feel like I'm starting too many projects and leaving them half done. And what we really need to be doing is thinking about a windmill with with all the flax we've been getting here, harvesting and stuff. I'll show you here shortly. Let's eat though. Ooh, I'm suspecting this stuff might be partially rotten. It's not filling them up. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're good to go. So I've got an inventory full of junk, but oh no, all my chests have disappeared. That's right. I have finally, ooh, I'm going to have to light my torches here. I have finally made the transition, and it was a process. I built a few extra chests, a few extra crates here. See, I've used different logs, which is annoying, but I don't know. At some point I might change that. Nonetheless, we have been able to sort out a lot of stuff pretty well here now. Although I've got to get more familiar with where everything's located, because I literally just did this before starting recording. And yeah, so you can kind of see a bit more stuff. A lot of this is going to go over to the blacksmithing area with us. There's that sylvite. I don't know what I'll do with that, so we'll just stick it into the stone chest here. Yeah, put away some of the granite, sandstone. Actually, you know what? Granite, where did that go? Yeah, that has its own crate over here. So we got sticks. There's the granite stone. Boom. Oh, and also, now that we've got this place, let's grab all these barrels out of here. I've got so many, it's crazy. And we look behind us. I definitely want to get some barrels going here. And to be honest, I think this is going to be enough storage for now. In fact, I might go around with more of these crates and maybe even do one more chest up top. So we've got a little bit more room to expand. In other words, I can take the rest of this free space and kind of just dominate it with these barrels. That's what we need to do, is have as many of these going as possible. All right, let's do this, that. Let me drop some of these things out of my hotbar here. We might do some more mining today, but if we do, we'll just grab them. Let's see. Got another bucket or barrel. And where was it? Up here. Look at this, 7 more. I actually just made a ton of them. Yeah, when I was going through a bunch of boards at one point. Now, I don't think we can stack these very well. No, they don't line the walls nicely like those chests do. Also, these are kind of in the way, so let's... Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's move these things. I'm going to grab all of this. I don't know what I'll do with the boards. I mean, naturally they stack on the floor, but I might end up just putting them in a chest. Just because space is at a bit of a premium. Until, that is, we go to a second story, which might happen at some point. We'll see, we'll see. So, yeah, tiny bit more laying out here. But if we go over to this side, it's still incomplete over here. So I did do a bunch more birch cutting, but unfortunately no more walnut trees. So, I mean, I think we can still certainly complete the roof with the birch. It's just some of the detailing won't be perfect. Like, for instance, this really here should be walnut, this bottom corner piece, the way, you know, it follows that line, but it's small stuff. Like I said, these 2 building projects, that room and that tree out there, need to be finished before we start thinking about the windmill. Well, getting the last of our flax harvest here. And I was thinking about trying to get another crop going with all the seeds we're going to collect, because we're going to get, a pretty good amount. But I don't know. It's July 3rd. We might be able to stretch a small amount. I could try it. I don't want to waste every flaxseed I have, though, because if they get, ruined, that would be devastating for us. But yeah, this flax is just so critical early game, middle game, and even late game. Like I was talking about with our windmill, the sails on the windmill need to be as big as possible, and they take flax. They take tons of cloth, so the fibers. So, and now we've got food to feed our animals for days, probably months, actually. So, let's see, most of this little spot has been harvested. A little bit here, hiding behind the horsetail. There's some crops you can see I did actually plant couple days back, so it's just so important to keep up with this, your agriculture. Haven't built a satisfactory bridge over here yet, but let's make a quick trip. Sorry about that, a little lag spike there. Let's make a quick trip over to here. Here's the blacksmith. I did put everything away. We've got a bunch of hematite ore just sitting here waiting, but that's not the point. We're moving over here. I've got some stuff going in our pit kilns. But yeah, this is the site of my second agricultural spot. We got a few mature bushels. Let's grab those. Very good. So yeah, they're still back up here. Some flax, some other produce. I got my walnut saplings up here. I think there was 3 of these. I feel like there was a third, but as soon as those grow, I'm going to chop all the leaves off them and cut them down. Because like I said, that house right there, that other side, that's the big project. But let's put away this stuff, and I think we'll work on our other big project. That's a birch. Yeah, the honey tree. So let's finish that off. It's experimental. It's going to be a lot of changes and tweaks as we go, but at least I can put another couple quote unquote branches up there. Then I'll feel a bit better about it, and we'll have more bees to harvest. But one quick look here. We got a pink tree we need to replace. Okay, pear cuttings are still, these are the last 3 of the fruit trees, which haven't taken yet. So if I can get those 3 spots to take, then the entire orchard will be grown. I mean, still got a lot of growing to do. None of them are fully mature yet, but oh, look at the little field mushrooms. Those are nice. Definitely harvestable. We'll leave them though. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, we're going to drop down to our basement. And, enough is enough here with this flax grain. It's really clogging up my own personal cellar. So just as a little stopgap measure, I wanted to build something a bit bigger here, but let's grab those. So you can see I'm just dumping it into the chest here at this point. That's not good. So do we have any hay? No. I'll get a little bit of hay. So yeah, let me grab that real quick. Okay, so I just want one single block of the stuff, and normally I would use it for feeding the animals, but let's hide it right over here, kind of out of sight, out of mind. Now we need to go down 2 deep. This is a 1x2 hole. Crouch and just place that. Now, of course, we want to put our grains away. Let's see, we're right next to this, so we can nicely just drag it across, just like that. Boom, there we go. And bam. So yeah, that's all the grain, flax, and it'll go pretty quick. Of course, it actually gets fed to the piglets. Yeah, these people in here, not people, these sheep, they eat grass and hay. Piglets, are they pregnant? They're ready to mate. I need to feed them. So anyway, the hay is so critical here because it just breaks really quickly. But let's grab a little bit, and we'll just take a small detour to feed the pigs. Okay, there we go. Is that full? Now, I've been told I don't have to feed the males, but I still do. I still feed the big boy in there. We've got plenty of grain. Get back. No, you're not free. Get in there and mate. All right, so that's good. But yeah, this is a quick little solution. I do eventually want to build maybe a walk-in cellar, underground. Something right about here-ish. I don't know. We'll see. This other storage vessel, we're going to take below to our own cellar. I think we might need it. Well, get a nice bird's eye view of the compound. Hey, there's a drifter. What's he doing out there? Oh, well, but nope, I'm up here focused on one thing, getting this build finished. And it's starting to get late, so we're going to probably have to go to sleep and wake up, but that's fine. I've got to make some bee skeps, but I'm going to put the skeps on top of the stripped logs. Now, big shout out to everybody who's been giving me suggestions on the bees and the build itself. Really appreciate you guys. I am nervous about raccoons, but not so much up here. I don't know if they'll even come up here. Maybe they will, since there's soil. They might actually just spawn up here. I'm not sure if they need to spawn in grass or not, but regardless, what I am going to do is probably set up about 4 to 8 skeps down at the bottom on just, the flat ground down here at the base. I'll set up some nice little fenced-in area, and we'll just use those mainly for large-scale production. If I need a bunch of wax or something, we'll have backups. This is, again, more for fun, testing things out, just experimenting, and hopefully, something like this will inspire one of you guys or several of you out there to do something interesting in your own world, get creative. That's really what keeps you coming back to a game like this, an open-ended sandbox again and again. You can beat the bosses, you can craft the strongest armors, but it's really the building, at least for me personally, that keeps me coming back. But so we've got 4 platforms, and it doesn't really look like much from underneath it, but I think as I add some more detail, because I'm going to go in and add a lot more of this moss, or the vine stuff there. Sorry, this torch is off. Very annoying. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, we will definitely add more vinage in there. I'm going to try and hang some down too. That could be interesting. There's actually a couple of trees planted, not just at the top, but I've got like one planted right there on the edge too, so we'll see. I'm also debating on switching all the border pieces out with staircase, upside down stairs, but that's definitely more of a small detail. But sometimes it's those little changes like that which can make it really pop, or make a big difference, because it'll make the whole thing seem more slender. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I think at this point it needs more green to it for sure. I was hoping that the flowers would make it stand out more, but I'm thinking maybe I should just delete the border altogether and just have the dirt. I don't know. I think it would probably look better with stairs there. But, yeah, like I said, we're losing light, so I think we're safe after we put some skeps up there and start, spreading out some of the bees. We're probably safe to say, okay, we can put this build on hold for now, other than maybe some detailing and stuff as time goes. But that will allow me to focus on finishing the house. So let's get into it. All right, and let's place the final touch here. If I can get this in there correctly. Yes. Thank God for the wrench. Okay, so the roof doesn't look the greatest. I decided to go with kind of the shorter roof here, but it's a little bit stunted. It's not important so much, but it is fully intact. A little bit of detail work to do still. Like I said, I need more walnut. Haven't finished that, but I mean, the 4 walls are up, the roof is intact, so I've got to make a little connector, but I am going to do what I did in the other way, or on the other side, and just have some glass, little glass portcullis here, just like on this side. Yep. I thought about maybe opening up the wall a bit more too, and expanding it so it's not just some little claustrophobic one section here, which we might do, but I need more glass and clay bricks and stuff, so it's just a process. But nonetheless, we can probably throw some of our boards in the chest now. Like I said, I'm going to have to get some glass going. This is good to go. And so this room over here is going to be kind of our bedroom / display room. As non-functional as that sounds, I think it will be helpful to get like my bed out of here. I'm going to move it. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. It doesn't affect our spawn or anything like that. We can move the bed straight over here. Boom. Yeah. And so I'll put the bookcases in here with the lore books we get and things of that nature. Any of those interesting tapestries or paintings we get, we'll put some of those in that room. So we'll just start to, over time, build up our supply of different aesthetics and decorative items. And they can go in here. So we'll have somewhere to display them. Similar to how I've kind of got the weapons on the outside of the house here, Maybe we can even do some more armor stands, but most importantly and excitingly for me, this main room is going to be converted into our kitchen, no doubt about it. And I hate this oven on this table. Yeah, for whatever reason, to me that just looks totally ugly, so I don't want the table. And I'm thinking I'm going to rearrange a lot of this. I think we'll keep the hearth in the middle here for cooking, but I'm going to put and we're going to whip up a couple of ovens. Actually, it takes a bit of time because it's a clay pottery project, but I'm going to have 3 of them all next to each other. Can we just put it on the wall? Yeah, I'll put probably some more granite cobblestone below it so we keep that trend going and stuff. And I might even chisel them out too so it appears less, blocky, and it'll have a better indoor look to it. But we'll have a nice little line of ovens on that side. We'll set up a couple of tables here. That's fine. We can have our firewood in the middle. I might move that around, but tables, of course, we'll have those going for our pies, whenever we're making pie. And I'll definitely keep the water source, but I might move it to a corner or something. But either way, you can see this is going to give us a lot more space for the cooking process, which is just so important. And another little minor thing, I was thinking about maybe adding an exit here. I don't know where exactly. Maybe here would be best. Put a door at this spot. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just because it would be nice to be able to kind of come and go from our storage room directly instead of having to go through the main kitchen. But either way, just small changes, building, brainstorming. Speaking of which, I have added a few more things to the bee tower. So I've taken you guys' advice and I'm using some fence posts here. We're going to I've got some skeps set up by the wild hive, so they're being established. And I'll bring one and place it here. And we can start to propagate, our wild skeps. But it's totally surrounded with flowers. I think it'll be enough. Even did a little landscaping to build up the dirt in some areas. But over here to the bee tree, I have added some fencing. Tried to keep it pretty much symmetrical as we go up. They're definitely propagating up here. They're not spreading upward. And that's where I think the real inefficiency of this tree comes in. If I really wanted, you can spread them vertically. It doesn't have to be all on the same level. But again, this tree is not really for efficiency's sake. We'll have plenty of honey down below generating. This is more for fun. So we've got some honey there. We'll take one last trip up to the top. And we probably won't come up here too often unless we see these pine trees sprout up finally. Because if these do take, and I like the way they look, I'm going to come in here and remove the dirt and just place some regular wood underneath it. So it'll look like a seamless transition from, wood to wood. But yeah, here's the final one. And if we hop down here and look up, you can see that I have actually started to place the upside down stairs. As I said, I got that platform and this one is also switched to stairs, but the bottom two I just ran out, so still work in progress. Either way, enough with the building, guys. Someone, actually 2 people, mentioned that I had overlooked what I'm now 100% sure was some tin ore. Or is it cassiterite? I always mispronounce it. But yeah, so in our big little caving area where I was farming for gears, we discovered a little underground spot. Well, it's all underground, but an even further, deeper underground section, which we didn't fully explore. But I happened to glance at what I thought was coal. I believe I misinterpreted it. So We're going to slap on our iron chainmail. Ooh, it looks like it's getting pretty dinged up, too. We're going to have to look at that. But yeah, we're definitely going to get suited up and head underground. Go see if we can grab that tin ore. And under the mountain we go. So there are probably going to be quite a few drifters around here, but let's just see if I can remember. Yeah, this is a pretty scary, echoey place here, but this is it. Okay. Yeah, I went back and rewatched some of the film and footage to find it. But yeah, so there's a drop down here, just one single little tile. And I tell you, you guys got some good eyes, because I assumed right there that that was just, like I said, brown or black coal. Nope, I can tell just from looking at it now, it is definitely tin ore. And I think we've got a little drifter right there. So, imagine there's pretty good instability right here. Yeah, somebody suggested I get some, what are they called? Hanging ladders, rope ladders? Probably should have, but we're just going to drop some of this. How's that? Is that a solid piece? Damn it. I did bring some dirt. Let's just drop in there. Oh, we got daylight on that side. That's kind of wicked. All right, let's get some ladders up here. Trying to do this quickly without delays. Very good. All right, yep. So, yeah, definitely want to explore a little bit down here. Oh, no, I didn't bring any support beams, damn it. Interesting area. Uh-huh. All right, really unique. I'm very curious about that. Let's get this ore, though. Oh, boy. Okay. This stuff is so valuable. Oh, no. Okay, we gotta watch that. Let's see. Again, I don't know just how effective it is, but I'll try and build this up a little bit with dirt if needed. Okay, let's put a dirt here. I'm going to put one there and there. Let's come on up here. Want to make sure to try and retrieve this as we go too, because, yeah, if we get collapses, that could be a little awkward if it buries some of my loot. All right, let's see. We can take that one out. Alright, I don't love the look of that one. Tempted to knock some of this out to see if we can expose more, but let's get this good stuff first. Okay, we'll put a couple blocks of soil under that one. Taking this off my hotbar. That was a total waste. Total waste right there. Now, one of those critical failure errors you don't want to do. Okay, yeah, the Pro Pick will not yield ores if you use it like that. Well, at least we got a fairly extensive vein here. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. Look at this. Just sidewinding its way right through the rock. We should be able to get through this. I say that, watch it kill me. One more. 17. Okay. What did it say? It's medium. Yeah, that will definitely make us some beautiful tin bronze, which is important, not just because of the bronze, but that, I believe, is also what the treasure hunter trader is going to require us to trade him, a tin bronze pickaxe. Maybe they've changed that, too. Maybe it can be like any form of bronze, but I think it used to strictly be tin bronze. So, anyway, let's, I mean, we got to keep looking around. Just, we should be able to we shouldn't have any problems with instability as long as I'm just removing from down here. If I don't take any of the ceiling out, I think we'll be safe. But gosh, this is unnerving. All these hundreds of pounds of stone right above our heads. And it's got some serious instability. Look at this, 47% here. If I had some beams, I would definitely be laying them. Okay. Keep an eye out in case we, any other exposed ore. Love to find some more. Oh, we definitely got daylight here. I can see the green of trees. So this is kind of cool. Oh, it's taking us out to the south. I see it on the mini-map. Yeah. Got some beautiful stalactites. This is pause for a second. Interesting. Came for some tin ore and we discovered a new way out. I should grab more of the shale too. Be good for interesting builds. Oh, I love it. Is that a fruit tree? Holy crap. Is that... Where am I? No, it's not one I've seen. I've got a... Oh, wait. No, it is. Okay, yeah, it's across the way. I've got that one marked. Actually, let's go collect that. Well, maybe not, because it's got fruit growing on it. Should we go over there? Yeah, there wasn't really anything over here that we needed, but let's see. I can mark this little spot. We'll just put, yeah, that's fine. But there was, oh, there it is. That's what I want. Yeah, cave entrance, save it. It's an alternate way. So we came in, actually it lines up with the house. So we came in just about where I took my sample. I do eventually plan on digging. I guess we only got to about here-ish, but I want to dig all the way through to this side of the coast so that eventually I can set up a little pier over here. Maybe we'll have a second raft, and it's just nice to be able to boat or dock the boat here as opposed to having to go all the way around sometimes. More convenient. Plus, the more we develop this world, the more it feels like it belongs to us. It's truly ours. All right, let's go look at these apples. Got some hanging branches or leaves up here. 4 days, 4.1 day. Oh, this is a pear tree. Or is there two next to it? No, it's just the one. Oh, got it mislabeled, but that's okay. We know it's there. All right. So, yeah, that wasn't too bad. Got some tin bronze, like I said. Thanks to everybody who caught that. Big shout outs. And I don't have to return home through the creepy underground mountain. We can go in the rainy, soggy, wet outdoors area. Well, it's been a while since we spent any amount of time here in our blacksmith shop, but I did just pulverize the tin, or the cassiterite. Cassiterite, there we go, that's probably it. All right, we've got that also stopped and got some quartz on the way home. One of the little caves we go through, so that's great. Yeah, we're going to have to also start doing some more hematite. You can see we recently made an excursion, got a bunch of that. I got even more copper going, so we're not doing too bad. I'd love to find more bismuth just for actual usable copper, The tin will go far, but yeah, I'll probably make 2 or 3 of those pickaxes just to have them ready, but unfortunately we haven't discovered a trader yet, or the right kind of trader. I've said it before, but we've been incredibly lucky with a lot of the generation we've had on this island, from the halite to the hematite that we've come across, but traders have not really been one of those things we've been supremely lucky with. Not that I'm complaining, it just forces me to get out there, maybe build the boat, and of course go sailing. Then we can, I think that would probably be our best bet, to really cover serious ground or ocean and, pick out some of the traders we need, because I'm almost certain there's none on our island. There might be like a trader I missed somewhere deep in the woods, because they will spawn like right in the middle of dense tree cover. I've seen that happen. But, I can't just go scouring every square inch of the island in hopes that we'll find one. So, yeah, we'll, one day we'll get that sailboat built. But I'm still on track to do, I think, the windmill first. And, thanks to having finished our builds, yeah, maybe in the morning we'll go pick out a place to start thinking about building the windmill. Of course, collecting a bunch of resources will be pretty much mandatory, not to mention the flax will be needed. We'll need a ton of it. And I'm hoping we have enough, but it might be the case that we just have to wait for an entire another year of flax growth before we can actually build, enough of the cloth. But I don't know, maybe not. Let's take a quick look at what I've so far collected. Still trying to get used to where everything is now. Okay, so it's all in this chest right here. We can see I've got it kind of spread out so that it all stacks nicely, but I think ultimately what we want are these plain cloth, because that will make us, or no, is it let me find the right recipe here. Sale, that's what we want. Yeah, and it's pretty costly. Does take quite a bit, but either way, we might have enough, so we'll see. Regardless, I got a little bit of cooking to do. Yep, we got some bush meat, and I think after we've picked out a little place for a windmill, like I said, we'll hold off on the building for now. What we will do is hop back into our Translocator. That's right. It's we barely scratched the surface on this island, so it's not super different from where we're living in terms of its region, climate, or biome, but I'd still like to peek around over there, maybe market, take some samples with our pro picks. So yeah, we'll definitely hop back into that Translocator and take a look around over there. Good morning, everybody. And yeah, I can tell from the green bars that the durability is definitely going down on this, but I honestly don't even know how I repair this stuff, or if I can. Maybe we simply have to replace the whole thing. I don't know. But, that's another reason to get that windmill built. The helve hammer, which is of course going to be powered by the windmill, will be able to hammer out plates of iron. And it speeds the process too, I believe, with blooms and making ingots, I think. But let's talk about where we want to build it. So it needs to be elevated, catch the winds up higher. Now, I think they have made some changes to the windmill mechanics in the game since 1.2. And of course, anybody down in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong about anything or if there's additional pertinent information. But one thing I will do is probably, before I truly start to break ground and place a bunch of resources everywhere, I'll read the wiki a bit more carefully about it. This is one of those, it's not as long as making steel, certainly, or as complex, but it's a process, and you want to get it right the first time. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty ideal spot here. It's just across from the blacksmith. We can easily expand our little walkway right up here, and it won't be too crazy out of whack. And it's a highly elevated place. Now, we'll have to level it off a bit, bring it down a couple of layers, and then flatten it out so it doesn't look awkward, But we're going to want a fairly wide base, or foundation, so that I can lay out probably 2 or 3 helve hammers. We don't want just a single one. Why build one helve hammer when you can have 2 or 3 of them all in one building powered by the same set of windmills? So there's that little thing. It's going to look so much better once those trees grow, I think. But either way, yeah, that was quick and easy. This is it, guys. This is going to be the side of our windmill here. And, of course, it's helpful to have it near the blacksmith. It can also be used to power the cairn, and the mixing bowl, too, is also, believe it or not, powered by a windmill. If you so choose, you can do it manually just like the cairn, but yeah, maybe it wouldn't be a terrible idea to have a second small windmill set up over here on this hill. We could have 2 right across from each other. Oh, that's kind of cool. One big, one little. Not bad, not bad. One basically for our blacksmithing, and then one for our kitchen operation. Okay, it's ambitious, but I think we've got a plan. So, like I said, now that we're set in that way, I did switch over, to the clothing. doesn't it's less movement cost, and it doesn't make me as hungry. So we'll build a little bit of, or bring a little bit of food with us, and let's go grab a bed too. I think that we won't be doing any serious underground exploration, but we might sleep over there. I don't know. It just depends. What time is it? 10 a.m. Yeah, it can't hurt to bring a bed. There's my sticks. Maybe I'll also grab my cage mod. I don't know. I've kind of made the promise not to use it anymore, and I'm thinking about just getting rid of it altogether. There it is. Yeah, I need to get that chicken. We need to get a chicken and a rooster caught. That's another priority. Let's grab our gears too, just in case we actually do see a trader. Yeah, I think that's it though. We'll leave that cage behind. Yeah, you know, chickens and roosters, they're fairly easy to catch with the reed basket trap, so I might as well just set some of those up and not even worry about the cage. But enough of that chatter. Let's get below. We follow this little hill, and we head to this side. Don't go over there. That's a dead end. Right down here. Ha ha ha. There it is. The site of our first Translocator discovery, but there's 3 other ones in the general vicinity too that we've eventually got to get repaired. Now, you may notice that I have cleared all the junk, and a few of the things did actually break intact, so I was able to take them home with me, and we'll use them, like I said, in our little display room. But for now, let's translocate ourselves to another island. Boom. And we're underground. I thought I brought my lantern with me. I guess I didn't. That's okay. We're going above. So, oh, okay. Now, you can say I also cleared this room out too. It's just a little easier to move. But I've got this staircase, which anybody who tuned in for the last one knows this was the cause of a couple of deaths. But I've been given a helpful tip from one of my Patreons. Big shout out to Win498 for helping me here. Kind of gave me a tip on how to build straight up, and it's, I mean, something you might just discover on your own. But oh, look at this guy all stuck. You're too tall, buddy, and you just warped up into the mountain. But either way, we'll worry about that with the next translocator. I'm not going to get into it now, but although I might actually just go ahead and do it with this one, because the staircase is a pain, isn't it? Alright, either way, we're above ground. Here we are. We've done it. And of course, I've got it marked, and it's got this big old landmark too that we built, so it shouldn't be too hard to find it. Now, let's go explore. Let's find some ruins. I'd love to, like I say, discover some traders. Not worried about the grain. Oh crap, that's a wolf pup. Probably more around here. Ooh, look at that. Definitely be taking some of this. Keep my eyes in a swivel here while we look for wolves. But good news is the island actually makes it fairly easy to escape from wolves. You know, if they come at us, I can just run into the water. Alright, well, it's rainy. It's getting darker. Still noon though, so I've got plenty of time to search. So let's see what interesting things this island has for us. Wow, 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 wow. Well, I'm sorry it's still raining, but already in just a couple of moments of exploring, I've come across some really good stuff. So, boom, first of all, we got another pink apple tree. And literally just moments ago, I didn't even show you guys because it's almost secondhand now, I discovered 2 pear trees right next to each other. So we're back up. We got 5 pear cuttings, 3 more pink apple cuttings, and basically any fruit trees I find over here, they're coming back with us. There's also a bunch of peat here, which I guess I'll go ahead and mark. And check it out. I just took a sample with our pro pick. You got to look at this reading. Look at that. High bismuth. Oh, I was just talking about how I wanted to find some bismuth, and we've got a high reading. It's right here in this big old granite outcropping. Like I said, I didn't plan on doing any mining right now. I brought the picks just in case, but we'll leave it behind. We're just here for sampling. Also, sadly, probably going to leave the bushes. Second thought, let's grab them. Can never have too many fruit bushes. I love them, not just for the fruit they produce, but for the landscaping effect they give. Yeah. And I mean, heck, with all these extra fruit trees we're getting, we're going to have to set up a second orchard somewhere, aren't we? Oh, yeah. But, all right. I'm headed north. This right here caught my eye, this dense forest. I don't know what it is. I'm just wondering maybe if it's giant redwoods. So I figured we'd head there. Actually, I think it's this mountain dead ahead of me. Well, either way, let's keep going till something else interesting pops up. Unfortunately, I think the weather has gotten worse, but I've got a trader in my sights, so let's go check this guy out, grabbing all the bushes. Also took one other sample just, right behind where my current position is. Oh, there it is. High pentadite. In other words, nickel. So we should be able to get some nickel eventually. I'm not 100% sure what it's good for. Let's go up here. There it is, nickel. Yeah. Can make cupronickel out of it. There's a lot of metals in the game which don't serve a purpose, but of course I always stressed, keep in mind, the game is early access, and the developer's on record saying it's only about 30 or 40% complete in its current state, so we've got a lot more to go, and I don't know what is in store. Maybe nickel or certain other metals will never have a use, but hey, there's another fruit tree too. Alright, let's not get sidetracked again. Let's go figure out what kind of a trader this is. Very important. Pink apple. Man, I would freak out right now if I found something other than a pear or an apple tree. I'll tell you that much. Let's see how many of these we get. Bags are getting a little full here, but okay. That's fine. Alright, we'll eat some of these berries either way. Okay, let's go talk to this guy. Let's see here. Wrong way. Okay. Come on, fingers crossed. Trader. Treasure hunter, yes. Oh, that's amazing. Look, he's buying wolf cubs. Let's move this to the front. Okay. Let me pull up my inventory. Good, because don't forget, we did bring 27 gears. I don't know if there's anything I should buy, really. I mean, there's definitely going to be stuff I want to buy. That's interesting. These say tool, food, or farming. Oh, so it has the potential to drop? It's like a piñata, but you don't know what it's going to drop. I assume that's what's happening. Ooh, tabletop. Oh, I need that painting. For 10. Whereas, I think we've got this, didn't we? We found this. Yeah, it was partially, it needs to be repaired, but damn, 24 for that. Alright, I want this. Yeah, this is, oh, longbow. Huh. Yeah, this is great. Longbows could be pretty easy sell. Spelt bread. Oh my god, we're going to have to come back to this dude again and again. Yeah, we're going to be farming gears off him, so nice. Where to go? Oh, okay, there it is in my inventory. I probably should have made sure I had a spot for it first, but that is so good. So yeah, he's getting marked for sure. There we go. Boom. Save that one for sure. Alright, so you can see I'm pretty far south of the Translocator. Yeah. I mean, you can see how clear that trader is on the map. Like, if I was looking for those, I probably could spot them. I don't see any others over here. See, it's almost 8 p.m. I think we'll just sleep here at this location. Oh, I also found this weird plant called Irish moss. This was actually underwater. A full block of water. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I'd never seen it before. I don't spend a lot of time underground or underwater, I should say. But if I could get several more interesting little plants, we might set up like an aquarium or something, made of all glass. That could be a lot of fun. That could be fun. But, all right, what's over there shining? Those woad or cow parsley. Yeah, all right. Either way, still haven't found a walnut tree, but I say we go ahead and set up our little bed right here next to the trader. So, oh, it's a fox. I got nervous for a second. Ah, belongs to the trader. Boo. All right, we'll set it up right here then. Get rid of this. Come on, it's not breaking. Oh, is it? It's inside the trader's sphere of influence. Oh, so I can't rake that grass. That's crazy. Weird. Huh. Well, all right. Well, it's time for nights. Let's see if we get attacked by random stuff as we sleep. Probably be okay. I've never had that happen, actually. I've slept like this many times in the wild now, unprotected. As long as I don't like actually see a portal right next to my guy, it's usually pretty safe. There we go. All right. Pick this back up. It's super early. It's 4 a.m., so it's not much better visibility, and it's still freaking raining. Ugh. But let's take a look. Yeah, I think I'll just start to head back. We'll make another route north, but, I'm going to go slow, look at any of these holes. That's one thing I can tell you. These big white spots, that's actually underground pits. So if we went to this, that would be a massive hole, down into the earth. So that's one easily spottable thing. But regardless, like I said, we're kind of lacking visibility. So I think we'll end things here, and we'll probably start off either at this location or heading home, in the next one. But we've got a lot more to go, guys. We're going to get started on our windmill soon, and then after that, the sky is the limit. We're on to steel, and eventually we got to get to those resonance archives. But oh my gosh, we got so much to do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you'll hit that like button on the video, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Thank you for watching the video, everybody. I just want to take a moment to recognize my Patreons. As you can see, I've put their names in gold because they are, in fact, more precious than that shiny metal. Now, I'd like to take a moment to invite you to also support the channel for as little as $2, $5, or $10. You gain access to all my content early and ad-free over on Patreon, as well as a private Discord server with me and my other Patreons where we do some giveaways and have great conversations. But once again, thank you, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.